but redemption always got me feeling safe. Handmade, handmade.
Hey guys, it's Nova. I am sorry for not putting up any videos for a while, and for the last two, kind of crap ones. As you can tell, I just went to France, and I just came back, and it's been a long ride. It was great though. I really enjoyed it. It was so much fun, and just seeing the sights was amazing. Oh my god. If you get a chance to travel, definitely travel. Go to France. Go to Carcassonne. They have a castle. We went in a castle. Those videos, the little vloggy thing, will be coming soon. I still need to edit a couple of them and get them from off of my phone onto my laptop, which has been acting stupid, but we'll figure that out along the way. Anyway, recently I have been offered a position at my old summer camp, and while I love the camp, it's a great place, and you have so many opportunities, and you really learn a lot. As a staff member, I learned a lot every year that I've been there, about myself, about the world, about the children, It's a very great place to grow and to get knowledge and wisdom and just to have a different experience, Especially if you're from, New York City or, one of the cities or, But, I don't know. Something's been telling me recently, for a while now, that I should not go back to that job. And while I know I'll be, financially secure when I get there because my pay will be good and I'll be taken care of, with housing and food and all of that. But at the same time, during the year, where I didn't post much because school is crazy, I also did this audition, and it feels like a perfect fit, and I want it so badly. But I did this audition, and the character that I went out for is amazing, and I don't even really know much about her because I don't have the script, but it's an amazing part, and I feel like the people that I would work with if I get that job would be amazing, and not to mention it's Christian, and that's me. I'm a Christian, but I really want this part. But along with that comes other, not issues, but hurdles to climb over, I have absolutely no dance training whatsoever as a theater major. Yes, shame on me, boo-hoo, I suck as a person, or as a theater person, because as a person, I'm lit. But I have no dance experience, and you kind of need dance experience if you're going to be a theater person, especially a musical theater person, which I am. And so I went to the audition, and I got a call back, the next week, and I was like, what? I'm still in school. How did this happen? Confusion in my spirit, but thank you, I'm not going to question anything. So I went to the callback, and they were like 2 days before the callback, they were like, by the way, learn this song. And I was like, oh. I mean, I love music, so it's not gonna be that big a deal. But, I still have classes and, other shows that I was also working on, and, vocal lessons and musical theater class itself, and, a bunch of other things that I was doing. So I was like, wow, I gotta find time to learn this whole song, lyrics and all, and not mess it up. And be prepared to do, a little dance routine thing that they're gonna teach me when I get there. And like I said, I have no dance training, so I was like, ah! So I went on YouTube, and I started just copying dance moves that they were doing, specifically, liturgical dance and ballet stuff. I taught myself the 5 basic positions of ballet. Of course I had help, because I was like, ugh, I don't know what I'm doing. And I learned the song myself, not really much of a problem. That's just because that's what I do as a person. If I like a song, I'll listen to it repeatedly until I learn the lyrics, and then I'll be like, this is now my song. And then when I get sick of it, I'll probably still listen to it. But, so I learned the song, and I, practice dance and all of that, and then it got a little bit hectic, and I had to stop practice dancing for a while, which was kind of stupid, but I had finals, so. But then I went to the audition, the callback, and they were like, wow, we're really impressed with your acting ability and your singing ability, but would you be willing to take dance lessons? And I was like, heck yeah, I would. I'm sorry I suck. That's not how I said it, of course, and that's not how they said it, of course. But I mean, they kind of said something like that. Actually, that's kind of how they said it. But I was like, yeah, I absolutely. I want to do this. I want to be here really badly. Please cast me. Please. From there, I started teaching myself ballet from YouTube and like from friends that know bits and pieces of ballet and from adults who also did ballet when they were younger. That's something that I'm panicking about slightly. But I'm also like, I know if I put my mind to it, I can do it. Like, you know, if you put your mind to something and you really want to do it, you'll get it done. And it'll be amazing. And everybody will be like, what? And you'll be like, I know, I worked really hard. You have no idea how many tears I've cried. That's what I want to do with ballet. I really, really want this position so badly. And the only way to get it is to put myself out there and stop being a chicken and going back to what I'm used to. Which is also why I'm like, maybe I shouldn't go back to camp. But recognizing that I don't know what I'm doing and YouTube can't show me everything, I definitely reached out to a couple of friends that are here that I know ballet. And I was like, hey, can you teach me? And I just got somebody that was like, yeah, I got you. Private lessons. Done. We're going to do it on Saturday. And I was like, bet city. So now I have a ballet teacher. I just need to get my life together and actually, like, do it. That's not a question. I need to learn ballet anyway, even if I don't get this position. So I will be doing ballet. But, the real thing is how that's basically how. I don't know how it's gonna work or how any of this is going to turn out. But I know what I want and I know what I've been praying for. And if I were to get this job, it would be a dream come true for me. Like, straight out of college, going straight into the theater world, like, I really, really want this. And the way to do it, and the way to get it, is to trust that God's got a plan. If it doesn't work out, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be hurt. But I will be okay with it, because I know that at least I put myself out there. At least I tried.
I'm going on with my day, cause at least she heard me say, excuse me, miss, what's your name? Where are you from? And can I come? And possibly, can I take you out tonight?
And there's always other opportunities. That just means there's something better out there for me. That much I have learned in my, 22 years of life? I have learned that everything happens for a reason. That everything always works out, whether you see it now or you see it later. And the seeing it later is the hard part, especially when you don't know how it's going to work out. But it always, always works out if you focus on the right side of it. Now, what I could be doing right now, what I was doing like a week ago, was stressing that, how am I going to learn ballet? I still don't have a teacher. I still don't know how to point my toes, which I thought was something that everybody knew how to do automatically, except me, because my feet suck. Stressing and doubting and not feeling like I wasn't good enough. Like, I might as well just go back to my old job because that's all I'm good at, because I know how to do that at least. But instead, focus on what's positive. Focus on what's good. Focus on what you can do about the situation, because there are several things that you have no control over anything that you can do in these situations. Like, for one, something I can't control is whether or not they decide to cast me. And if they cast me, cool. And if they don't, then there's a different opportunity out there for me. And the funny thing is, my thought process was, okay, so if I don't get this, then I'll go back to my old job at the summer camp. And it turns out, joke's on me, I don't have my old job. Somebody else got that position when I said no. So I would have a whole nother position. So either way, I'm thrown into a new situation that I don't know anything about, that I just have to make work. So why stress? Why worry? If God takes care of the birds and the flowers and everything else in the world, like, heck, we're on a floating rock in the middle of space, and this thing hasn't fallen apart yet. Then why am I worried about something as small as my pointed toes, or if somebody decides that I'm good enough to be in their show? First off, it's their show. They cast it. They're the ones that made it. They have an idea of what they want, and if I don't fit it, then that's okay. There's something else out there for me. That just means that there's a different show that I am perfectly cast for, that is right there in the platter of my hand, and that it will show up and decide that it wants me when I get enough courage to go and audition for it, which I will this year. There's a million things in life that will come and stress you out and be difficult to figure out. But there's only a few of those things that you can actually do something about. So why worry about the stuff you can't do anything about? You just gonna sit there and cry because the sun is up? Like, what? What you about to do about the sun being up? You can't extinguish it, can you? You can't pull it back down, can you? So stop crying. I mean, you can cry a little bit. I'm not saying don't cry at all, because crying is healing for your heart. I mean, that exact example, that's probably stupid to cry over the sun being in the air, but whatever. Your prerogative. What I'm saying is, take your time, get what you need, sulk a little bit, do what you gotta do, get up, decide what you can do, and move forward from there. That's the only way to get through this. Like, sitting around and crying helped nobody. Ever. Not in my experience. Like, the most crying has done for me is put me to sleep. Which sometimes is good. Like, sometimes you need a good cry to fall asleep. And sometimes you need a good cry to have your friends come in and be like, wow, you're not okay. Do you need a hug? You need some food? Or actually, like, lay you down and make you go to sleep. Either way, focus on the positive, and everything's gonna work out. That's what I'm doing. And I will let you know how it goes. If I'm wrong, and we'll figure it out from there. But I have no doubt that this is something that will work out. Either path I take, I'm gonna be alright. And you'll probably see a video either at my house or at the camp, if I end up there. Anyway, thanks for liking and sharing and commenting and just being on my YouTube channel. I appreciate it. Talk to me about topics you want to hear about. And just so you know, I have ideas for what I want to do, but a lot of them consist of singing because that's my default, because I sing and I'm pretty good at it. So, but I'm trying not to sing right now because I don't have my mic, and if I were to sing with it recording with the audio on the actual laptop, it'd probably sound real musty and dusty and electric, like chewing on a wire, and that's not fun for anyone, for me to hear or for you to hear. So yeah, follow me on Instagram, Nova4Soul. That's NOVA 4 SOUL. Nova 4 Soul.
She called me by surprise, I must say.